Victor Wembanyama is a bust. Did you see the game he had? He shot 2 for 13.
Goes tween and smoked the slam. Wemby sets the screen and pops. Working against Kai Jones. A sidestep three.
I don't know if Victor has ever asked about your welcome to the NBA moment, but he's going to give as good as he gets.
Got dunked on by Kai Jones. He's really not a great player. Scoot is better. Brandon Miller is better. All these players are just better. He's from France. He didn't really play any comp. The G League games we saw were fake. Like why is there so much hype over Victor Wembanyama?
A few moments later.
Wembanyama's amazing, man.
Wembanyama on the wing. Goes through the legs. Little midi comes off. Wemby. Okay now. Wemby staring him down. And he forces the air ball. So there's the defensive impact. Nice rim run. And the punch. Little pitch back from Barlow. Wemby for three. Butter.
Did you see the game he just had? He just had 27 points. He had like 4 blocks. He was hitting clutch buckets in the fourth quarter. Excellent defense. He's going to be a generational player. There's no one better than him in this draft. He's the best draft prospect since LeBron. These two extreme sides have been the only sides I've seen about Victor Wembanyama all across my Twitter timeline. When people called him trash for game 1, proof that he was a bust, that he couldn't do anything. And then the game 2 where he has this great bounce back game and now he's just the best thing since sliced bread. I really hate the consistent back and forth that people have just to generate views and clicks and just to have hot take cultures regardless, because ultimately the truth about Wembanyama is he is a versatile prospect, something that we've never ever seen before. And when you're evaluating him, I think it's very important to focus on the one thing that flashes out well: his defense. In games 1 and 2, Victor Wembanyama played terrific defense. He used his length again at 7'4" with an unbelievable, I'm pretty sure 8-foot wingspan to cover a lot of ground, stop ball penetration, pick up guards on switches, which he's a willing switch defender. He wants to show that he can rise up to that challenge with how he was switching out on Brandon Miller in game 1 and even in this game on the other opposing team's point guard. But also the way that he just plays volleyball when he's at the rim, just blocking shots and deterring guys from even wanting to get to the basket. That is the strong side of what Wembanyama can become. And obviously on the offensive side, I like the passing. The passing from him has been great all summer league. He's a willing passer. He's not just this ball hog who doesn't want to pass the ball. And even though his shots are not falling at the rate that he would like them to, in game 2 he showed you a lot more of the versatility of how he scopes out to be a good 3-level scorer. But as good as the offensive side is, like I said, the defense is really the truth about what is going to make Wembanyama such an impactful player. Because if you're telling me that a 7'4", 7'5" big man can enter the NBA and move and keep up with NBA speed, which is the key, that is the separator for who Wembanyama is. Because a lot of bigs at that size cannot move the way he does on both ends of the basketball floor. So if you're saying Victor Wembanyama can move and stay in touch and pace and rhythm with the game on both ends of the floor, on top of a developing offensive game that is surely scary, seeing that he does have shooting touch early on, especially with some off-ball ability, being able to get himself behind the three-point line, you are talking about a player that can be at the top of the league, which is what he's being marketed as. That being said, I don't think it makes any sense to come in, see Victor play these 2 summer league games, and then have your expectations to be this runaway rookie of the year season where he's averaging 22 points per game, he's an all-star, and more things of that nature. The reality is when Victor comes into the league, he's going to struggle a lot. He's going to have a lot of games where it's weird, he's questioning his decisions, NBA defenders are getting up under him. He's going to struggle in some aspects, but the point of why he's going number 1 and why he's this generational prospect is what happens when he reaches his potential. To move the way he moves at that height, have the defensive IQ and versatility that he already has with the offensive floor of where he is now, he projects to be in the next 5 or 6 years a dominant figure in the league, potentially the best player in the NBA if he really reaches his potential. And with the team that he's going to in San Antonio, many would argue that he will, considering that he has a lot of favorable big men and Hall of Famers, Greg Popovich as his coach, to really coach him on the culture of being an NBA professional and also reaching his full potential as a pro. But for me, I don't expect his rookie year to be crazy. I don't expect it to be like this all-time best rookie of the year thing. But I do think for him, he's going to go through a lot of growing pains, but towards the end of the season, he's going to figure out the game speed a lot more. And ultimately, his goal is to just make it through his first season so he understands what it takes to get through 82 games, what it takes to understand how to pace yourself throughout a regular season. Playing 82 games is very difficult. A lot of rookies don't play the full toll. And even now in the NBA, some players barely even play 65 games or even half of the actual game schedule. So for Victor, it shouldn't be these hot, sky-high expectations placed on him. It should be, Victor, you come in, you play defense, you scope it out, you make the right decisions on the basketball court. Because 9 times out of 10, this great NBA player that you want him to be, guess what the barrier is for all of these Hall of Famer great players? They make great decisions to help their team win. That's what we care about. And for the San Antonio Spurs, this is a storied franchise that is built on having players that have the talent like a Victor might have, but they put the fundamentals of basketball into them. When to pass, playing defense consistently for every single possession, making the right reads. Having that blend with a player of Victor's caliber can be absolutely terrifying for the NBA, considering how good he can be with the culture behind him. A lot of times in the NBA, how good a player is does not overshadow the situation that they get drafted to. We see it almost all the time. There are some cases where a player can still shine despite being on a very bad franchise, but ultimately it's hard because where you go and where you get drafted to, based on the development and how good the team and the culture is around you, you can struggle a lot. And Victor is in a great spot to not do that. So for me, I'm having more patience and I'm more held back about Victor. I'm going to enjoy watching him play basketball because guess what? Actually watching basketball to me is more important than constantly arguing 24/7 over who's the better prospect, LeBron or Victor. I just want to see Victor succeed, and I feel like we all should just focus on that. So for the rest of his summer league games, unless he gets shut down after this video, I don't know, just appreciate Victor playing basketball. And during the regular season, remember that as talented as he is, as tall as he is, he still has not played an NBA game yet. So there's going to be a process to this. If he struggles for a month or 2 months and he's shooting the ball terribly and he's not that efficient, do not say that's his cap as a player. Have some patience and appreciate basketball, please. But that's all I really had to say for right now in this video, man. I mean, right now there is no other basketball going on outside of WNBA. Might make some videos on that. I'll probably put out a poll to see if people are interested in that content. But so far, I've been enjoying the Summer League stuff. There will be another episode of Gifted Hoops dropping sometime this week, so make sure to check out for that. And I want to use this time at the end of the video to say thank you to all my subscribers and supporters. We're almost at 600 subscribers. That's humongous. And we're also almost at the first step to being a YouTube partner. I need to get 3,000 watch hours. We're at 2,200. So I appreciate all the work and support that y'all be putting in for me. And I got more videos on the way coming for sure. So appreciate all of that. We're going to be going crazy during the off season. Like I said, we're not stopping. I plan to drop a series where we go team by team and I do deep dives on the team, the things that they're looking for, the goals for their future, how last season went, and more things of that nature for all the teams in the league. So it should be fun. But I'm gonna get up out of here. I appreciate you if you made it this far to the video. You're a crazy person, and I need more crazy people like you on my side in this content creation journey. But I'm gonna head out. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch all of you in the next gifted upload. Peace out, people. I can't wait to record this video. I got the fresh cut, all of that. Oh, this is a blooper, so it's fine. But you see the cut, man. All right, I'm a for real catch y'all though. Peace.